who's able to find the advantage here. Starting off with some jungle bans, just some of those tanks taken off the cards. Sejuani and Poppy, Varus coming through. A lot of the big ones you often see are things like the Orianna, the Senna, Kalista, all frequently taken off in this first rotation. Karma as well. Something that slipped through in the last series, and it's still 0% win rate.
Yeah.
If anyone's tracking, still has not won a game on 14-2.
Yeah, at least in this region.
Oh, yeah, very valid.
0-4, I believe.
Yes, I do believe you're correct. Alongside Lucian Milio, which is 0-6 now. So, you know, some things not working out so hot. Yeah, so Orianna left open. And looks like they are trying to the bot lane immediately. A lot of confidence in Bull and his ability on this pick, which I think makes sense.
That's the thing. I mean, Bull proved he can play Senna.
สรุป LCK เขาก็ยังแบน ADC นะ
Proficient Kalista player. He's great at Draven as well. Those were his two that always got banned away from him in Challenger League. And with Senna gone, Varus gone, he's like, I'm playing.
เพราะปกติถ้าเกิดเป็นซีซั่นก่อนอ่ะเขาจะไม่ค่อยแบน AD กันคุณผู้ฟังเขาจะแบนพวกท็อปพวกจังเกิลอะไรเงี้ยขนาดแพท 14.2 นะเพิ่งอัพมาก็ยังเน้นแบน AD อยู่ดี
But they opt to lock it now. So not interested in securing the Orianna, which, to be fair, if I think of players who are really keen on Orianna, Closer's not really top of the list, but the pick is just so powerful right now. Wouldn't surprise me if Quantum Freaks opted to take it themselves, and maybe secure a good support matchup as well. You can see Quantum nodding.
He's not saying a whole lot. He's saying, nay, yes, yes.
Oh, can we pick Cassante here instead? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Can you play Cassante support? Maybe.
He doesn't really get much of a say as the new guy on the block. And if he picks Bard in his first game, he's going to get some fans. I don't think that's going to happen. But the Kalista-Renata combo.
Well, yeah, we just get a matchup of the sort of matchups we tend to see with Lucian and with Kalista. And we haven't seen him for a hot minute since the new patch.
ไมโลกับเลนาตานี่ปกติถ้าเกิดเล่นกันจริงๆเลนาตาจะกดนะคุณผู้ฟังเพราะว่ามันจะมีไอ้ท่านั่นน่ะอีท่าแฮนด์เชคอ่ะมันจะเขาเรียกว่าแลนซีซีง่ายแล้วแบบมันจะกดง่ายอ่ะแต่ว่ามันต้องแล้วแต่อีกฝั่งด้วยว่าเขาเล่นยังไงอ่ะแต่ส่วนใหญ่ถ้าเกิดเล่นแบบดีๆอ่ะเลนาตาจะกด
Available, which I'm gonna be honest, Vi into both Lucian and Kalista, pretty good pick.
Yeah.
Just to lock down those close range targets, and Fearax will recognize that.
ส่วนอูเดียก็น่าจะท็อปคุณผู้ฟังอูเดียนี่ปกติเขาจะเอาเข้าป่ากันนะอันนี้เราพูดถึงซีซั่นที่แล้วนะแต่พอมาซีซั่นนี้ก็นั่นแหละมีคนเอาไปท็อปแล้วมันโหดด้วย
You know, he has played it a couple of times, but Closer, he's only played it once. He's not really a control mage player.
Yeah.
I mean, he can do it, and he got a win on it, but they're not going to prio pick it for him, let's say, as the
แพทยาสูโอเพิ่งเคยเห็นนะเนี่ยหรือว่าแพทอันนี้แพท 14.2 นะคุณผู้ฟังแพท 14.2 ก็คือแพทตามหลังแพทที่ประเทศไทยอ่ะแพทประเทศไทยที่คุณผู้ฟังเล่นตอนนี้เป็นแพท 14.3
targeting picks they're concerned about Fearax taking on R5. You know, if they did pick the Orianna on their rotation.
แต่เมื่อเห็นเขาแบนยาโซนี่แหละปกติถ้าเป็นแพท 14.1 ที่ LCK แข่งอ่ะเขาจะยังไม่แบนยาโซนะแต่ว่ามาแบนแพทนี้เว่ยก็แบน
on 14.2 as well, so not letting him get his hands on that one. And yeah, I think honestly you could just keep targeting Closer's pool in this situation.
Maybe a Yone here. Akali's another one.
Yeah.
The Yasuo Gragas was played by Closer and Willer, so that was one thing where they're like, well, we don't want to deal with that, especially with Kalista, because then she just doesn't really get to play the game. But yeah, Akali, a big comfort pick for Closer.
Expect a jungle pickup here for Fearax. But actually going for the Orianna themselves, so it kind of set up like it was going to be Orianna going to Quantum Freaks in the counter for Fearax, but Closer going to pick it up again. And we'll see what the response is from Quantum Freaks. Maokai is still available, obviously a pick with quite a bit of power. The Milio does counteract the AoE route, but it's still a lot of strength. And for Bulldog, I think he's just going to go with old reliable Azir.
Yeah. Azir, still in it. It's not the most fun lane against Orianna, but gets through it and is decently even.
Any lane is fun against Orianna.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lee Sin actually going to come out for Cuz, so wanted to play something he can exert more early control.
ส่วนค้ามาที่แบนน่าจะเป็นเพราะว่ามันไปได้หลายเลนอ่ะคุณผู้ฟังแพทซีซั่นปัจจุบันอ่ะค้ามามันไปกลางกับไปล่างได้นะแล้วอัตราชนะก็อัตราชนะดีด้วยคือเดาว่าเขาอาจจะแบนเพราะว่ากลัวแบบโดนเอามาพลิกหลอกอะไรอย่างเงี้ยมั้ง
We've typically seen, especially on 14-1.
Yeah, pretty interesting. Cuz is a fantastic. I mean, he is like top tier Lee Sin player. Willer has picked up the Xin Zhao a couple of times. He has played 10 unique champions in the jungle so far, so he's definitely one of those guys in the jungle, and certainly is comfortable.
แต่ถ้าสมมุติดูจากทีมคอมอ่ะถ้าสมมุติว่าท้ายๆเกมอ่ะฝั่งฟ็อกอ่ะฝั่งเฟียร์เอ็กอ่ะมันจะนั่นกว่านะดิเมจจะเยอะกว่าเพราะว่ามันมีตัวเมโลที่มันเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะมันจะพวกซับที่มันบัฟอ่ะเวลาท้ายเกมมันจะดิเมจมันจะโกงมันจะทีมที่มีพวกตัวบัฟอ่ะท้ายเกมมันจะรีดดิเมจได้เยอะกว่าถ้าเทียบกับทีมที่ไม่มีนะแต่ว่าเวลาไฟจริงๆอ่ะมันอาจจะต้องดูจังหวะหลายอย่างด้วย
Expect to see action. I feel like if you're drafting these picks, it's because you want to be winning those 3v3s in the early levels. I think that Kalista definitely has the edge there, though, so it might be more preventative for the side of FearX.
Looking at the future, saying that FearX is going to make playoffs. Still very early on here in LCK Spring, but, you know, it's time to start thinking about it, I suppose, as we near round 2, just around the bend next week. And it's actually going to be closer. Going back on Orianna, looking for a second win on this pick for this player. But guys, looks like we're ready to hop onto the Rift for game number 1. Here we go. Game number 1. Quantum Freaks up against FearX.
This is interesting because we kind of talked about going into this game how FearX were the team who set the sort of pace, who were really aggressive, really challenged, and it feels like their comp is a bit more looking to lean into the scaling in comparison to Quantum Freaks and doesn't have quite as much early agency. So be interested to see if they still play the same style, even though their comp doesn't necessarily lend itself as well to it. Yep, probably.
Yes, they will.
Yeah.
FearX is that team. If there's one team here at the LCK that is just going to send it for seemingly no reason, it's them.
Well, you say for no reason, but I think the reason is because they
watching too much LEC.
They want to kill their opponents. You know, they think they can win.
Okay. I see.
That's why you fight in League of Legends. People think it's for objectives, for gold. No, it's because you think you can win. That is why you fight. And level 1, this could actually be pretty big.
It wasn't that big, Hawk.
เพิ่งเห็นว่าเดี๋ยวนี้เขาไม่ช่วยเอาเลสกันแล้วเหรอ
Yeah.
I thought Execute was going to get a little bit bullied out there.
I mean, they're still doing it. Sometimes in pro play we see teams draft aggressive bot lanes and just kind of sit back and, you know, put a little bit of pressure on, but
เพราะถ้าเกิดเป็นแรงค์ที่เราเล่นปัจจุบันเวลาเริ่มเกมทั้งสองทีมจะแบบไปช่วยกันตีเลสตีบูใช่ไหมอันนี้เพิ่งเห็นนี่แหละว่าแบบไม่มีใครไปช่วยกันแล้ว
that have played this champ.
Yeah, those are some pretty good AD carries. And Bull too now, you know? You can see Henna and Execute being zoned out pretty hard. I honestly feel like Kalista is just so unique as an AD carry in how much presence she has in lane. I feel like even Draven doesn't quite have as much. The fact that you can just like, you take an auto...
เหมือนเล่นหน้าตากดจริงด้วยอ่ะไม่แล้วอาจจะเป็นเพราะว่าตัวเล่นหน้าตามันมากับคาริสตาด้วยแหละคุณผู้ฟังตัวคาริสตามันก็เป็นตัวคล้ายๆแบบมันถ้ามันเล่นดีๆมันกดเล่นอยู่นะมันท่าตีมันจะโดดเข้าโดดออกแล้วมันจะแบบมันจะโป๊กง่ายอ่ะ
You know, lethality and the Q-Max.
Yeah, with Yash, where carry was 80 carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks good in lane, though.
Yeah, not sure how many points you get for winning when carry is like 7-0 on Ash.
Still counts. Nice handshake. Good look from Quantum early on in this lane. there it is.
I like how the team
เริ่มเกมไปแล้วเพจแรก
agreeing, you know, to kind of play things even. And here it's like the opposite of the situation. You know, the handshake is like, no, I'm gonna beat you up. And wow, 5-for-1, K'Sante against Udyr. And you know what? I feel like that's a bit harsh on Udyr because K'Sante is just that guy.
Yeah.
Something we've really established.
K'Sante is him, and then Udyr is Udyr.
Yeah. Udyr is pretty good. But he's not K'Sante.
We got a little trade. Cuz is gonna miss the Q. And I mean, Clear doesn't have flash, so you know that's just a very unfortunate mistake. You see, Cuz even a zoom in from Jonah Strong.
คือตอนแรกคิดว่าลีซินโซนิกเวฟโดนแล้วนะไม่น่าเชื่อว่าจะไม่โดนนะเพราะเหมือนคาซันเต้มันสตันโดนเลยนะ
Up the brush, and Cuz is just so embarrassed, he just finishes the recall. Doesn't even try and make the play happen. He's like, no.
It's over.
He's gonna base. He's like, I'm done. I'm not ganking top again. I missed my Q once. It's Kins. GG.
Yeah. Unfortunate. But what are you gonna do? It's okay. Dudu's playing K'Sante. He'll be fine.
Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't need a kill onto Clear. It would just be nice.
Maybe Cuz was trying to tell him something. It's like, you actually don't need me at all.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna touch the Udyr.
You know, if he gave him the kill, maybe that'd be sending the wrong message.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, Bulldog. All right.
I feel like this happens so often in like Azir lanes. Especially, we've seen a lot of Azir Orianna.
แต่ว่าเพิ่งรู้นี่แหละว่าโอเลียนากดอาเซียนะคือดูดิ CS โอเลียนานำแบบประมาณ20ตัว45อาเซียเพิ่งลาดมิเนียนไปได้25ตัวเอง
Xin Zhao coming in. Listen. Weren't gonna go for that anyway. Cuz is here though. Is gonna stop the back of Closer.
0-for-2 on these Sonic Waves. That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, he hit them on the minions, on the monsters in the jungle. As far as we know.
Not sure that counts. Off camera.
Maybe he missed.
Yeah.
Oh.
0-for-3.
Yeah, these guys are definitely going to fight over this.
He's calibrating, okay? He's trying to learn the dodge patterns of FearX.
Yeah, it's game one, it's first 5 minutes.
He just thought Willow would flash, like, downwards. That's why he threw his Q there.
Yeah.
แต่ตัวไวกัฟนี่ถ้าเป็นซีซั่นที่แล้วนะคุณผู้ฟังเฮ้ยพูดผิดถ้าเป็นแพทที่แล้วอ่ะเหมือนแต่ละทีมอ่ะเขาจะเน้นแบบขอแค่ว่าฝั่งตรงข้ามได้ไม่ครบ6ก็พอคือบางเกมที่สังเกตอ่ะเขารอลาดแค่เอาไป2ตัวแล้วหลังจากนั้นเขาก็ปล่อยแล้วนะเดี๋ยวมาดูแพทนี้กันว่าเขาจะทำไง
Save the smite for the end, but now we got a 2-on-2. We got mid lane coming in as the sweep comes in, and Clear is in a bunch of trouble now, and the rest of the team is just not even going to help him. First blood given over to Bulldog, and he needed it as he's down 20 CS.
Yeah, crazy. The CS discrepancy does actually just occurred naturally in this lane. Kill definitely helping. It was a good shuffle from Bulldog, but yeah, not a good feeling to need that kill just to bail you out of how the 1v1 has gone in lane.
ในล่างก็ตามสภาพกดยับ
I do like how Quantum Freaks came together as a 3-man unit. You know, Bulldog got over there first and was able to put himself in a position to help out, make it a 3-on-2.
คือแล้วฝั่งลูเซียนกับไมโลก็เดินขึ้นมาเยอะไม่ได้นะคุณผู้ฟังเพราะว่าถ้าเกิดโดนเลนตาใช้แฮนด์เช็คไอ้ท่าที่โยนตะขอไปเกี่ยวแล้วดึงกลับมาคือถ้าโดนก็คือเกิดใหม่อะเพราะว่าคาริสตามันรอโดดเข้าไปหาอยู่แล้วไง
There will be more bubs.
Can't wait. Yeah, and I think Clear's already pretty low in this situation. And kind of just gets bounced around. There's no other way really to describe it. Does survive a lot of time, all things considered, but not long enough.
True. Well said.
That's my summation of the play.
Yeah. Didn't survive for a long enough period of time.
Yeah. Running out of health, generally.
Yeah.
What often happens in League of Legends.
Cuz gonna get started on this Cloud Drake. Has the pry-out from bot. They get that push. And with Bulldog here as well, and no closer, this should be a free Drake over to Cuz. So ends up being a trade of the objectives for now. No Infernal Rift. Sorry, Ox.
Oh, man. So much joy from the little cinders.
Yeah.
Missed out on.
Not this time.
We do see Quantum Freak's bot lane really pretty positive in this matchup so far. Over a 20 CS lead. Obviously, Lucian's going to be able to pick up a bit now, but still, a substantial advantage being able to be accrued, and kind of mirroring the disadvantage that Bulldog has in the mid lane. And the top jungle is pretty even.
Yeah.
ส่วนอูเดียกับคาซันเต้ก็จริงๆมันไม่ได้กดกันนะดู CS ก็ไม่ได้ห่างกันคุณผู้ฟังแต่ว่าคือไออูเดียมันมีสกิลเคลียร์มิเนียนได้ไวกว่าไงไอถ้าพายุมันอะเวลาพาสซีฟมันใช้ค่าไอนกฟินิกมันอะมันจะเป็นพายุออกมาอีพายุนั่นมันโคตรแรงนะคุณผู้ฟังมันเคลียร์มิเนียนแบบแป๊บเดียว
Last series, oh wait.
That's the flash.
Flash in.
And the Q's gonna land here. Could have gone for it.
คือตะกี้ถ้าโอเรน่าไม่แฟดนี่คือเกิดใหม่อะ
Yeah.
Execute there in a second. You could have got queued out of your ward hop, so.
I could have just ult flash instead, but yeah, definitely would have been overzealous.
Yeah,
at
and
point in time.
you know, we saw last series it was like Aatrox against K'Sante, and we'd see the moment when K'Sante would ult and then Aatrox would ult and be like, okay, we have a big fight. The thing that's frustrating with K'Sante into Udyr is there's never that good of a window to ult as K'Sante, because if you do, Udyr, his ult is such a low cooldown, he can kind of just shake it off, he can disengage, and then you don't have your ult if you really need it. So, not the most fun matchup to be in for Dudu, but he's fine with scaling up.
Yeah, he's scaling. The Udyr is getting some nice plate gold, but they're still even on gold, so at the end of the day, not really too much of a difference. We saw heal traded for culling down here on the bottom side. And Fearx, they haven't found their moment to send it, you know?
Yeah.
They're waiting
Biding their
the
time.
right time.
Oh, this is the redemption.
Trying to gank Udyr. Not sure about that. The Q is going to land.
Hit.
He got it. That's a couple in a row now from Cuz.
That's all he needed. You just needed to know he could do.
แต่จริงๆแก๊งอูเดียยากคุณผู้ฟังเพราะว่าแค่อูเดียมันกดไอ้ท่านั่นอะท่าที่เป็นเขาควายอะเวลามันกดแบบมันจะมีอูเดียมันจะมีสกิลเป็น awaken อะถ้ามัน awaken เขาควายมันจะไม่โดนCCอะคือต่อให้สตันหรือว่าอะไรมันก็จะไม่โดนนะมันจะเหมือนแบบเดินฝ่าไปได้เลย
Instead, we can see Willa pushing into the enemy jungle. Does have support from both his. Well, you can see Closer trying to lean over to provide help, but bot lane does have Prior right now.
Yeah. Willer has just decided he's not going to fight over the second bunch of grubs. And now it's actually Dudu. I guess knowing where Xin Zhao is, he's just totally fine. Probably could ult someone away if he really got in trouble. And he's the one that's proxying. Generally, it's the Udyr.
Yeah. Doesn't have the most wave clear, especially pre. Like, doesn't have like a. I mean, to be honest, we don't see Hollow Radiance that much on K'Sante, and he really doesn't seem to struggle at all with Blood on the Wave. So, you know, I retract that statement. Completely.
He's good. He can do anything. Yeah.
What can this champ do, honestly? He just has all the answers.
He's actually a superhero. He can do anything.
Yeah.
Savior of the people. And
up in a minute 15 looks to be the next thing we'll expect to be set up for. See, execute already.
แต่ว่าจริงๆเลนล่างก็ถือว่าเงินตามไม่เยอะนะคุณผู้ฟังเพราะว่าเลนล่างมันโดนเสียเพจไปแค่เพจเดียวเองแล้วก็ CS ต่างกันประมาณแค่20ก็น่าจะ200-300 บาทอะก็ดีไว้ไอเทมชิ้นเล็กๆชิ้นหนึ่งก็ไม่ได้มีผลอะไรมากคือถึงกดได้ก็เงินก็ต่างกันไม่เยอะ
Yeah. I mean, Lucian still strong. Still going to play it into the Kalista. And so he's kind of relegated to that duty. I wouldn't mind if they went kind of the barrel way, right? Because you kind of like barrel on some of those engage picks. But if not, he's just going to play some wacky other stuff that he can still get aggressive on in lane with. But yeah, Emilio's not one of those. It's not an Ashe. It's not a Hui. So we're just left with him.
แต่ว่าพอเหมือนทั้งสองคนเลเวล6ก็คือมันเริ่มไม่กดกันแล้วนะเหมือนฝั่งลูเซียนกับไมโลกล้าเล่นมากขึ้นอ่ะน่าจะเป็นเพราะว่าไมโลพอเลเวล6มันมีแคนเซิลCCได้คือต่อให้เดนตะอันติมาหรือว่าล็อกโดนมันก็ไม่มีปัญหาอยู่แล้วเพราะว่าไมโลมันแคนเซิลทิ้งได้เลย
Dragon up and available, so Willa moving over. They have Prio mid and bot.
Yeah, we See Quantum getting in there, nice handshake, and now Henna in a little bit of trouble as he takes a huge burst of damage. Bull is getting pretty low, but the Fate's Call should help out as the Melio trying to keep him alive, but it's not going to matter as it is just going to be Bull staying alive.
เมื่อกี้ดูเพลินๆเหมือนลูเซียน่าจะชนะนะแต่ว่าลืมไปเล่นหน้าตามันมีท่าเบลเอาอยู่เบลเอาคือพอตายไปแล้วมันสู้ต่อเด็กนิดนึงอะแล้วถ้าคิวได้มันจะนั่นไงเลื่อนมันกลับมาใช่ไหมตอนแรกคิดว่าแบบยังไงคาริสตาก็น่าจะตายก่อนสรุปมันตายก่อนจริงนะแต่ว่านั่นแหละมันก็ฆ่าลูเซียนได้ไง
The W comes through from the Renata, allows Bull to get the reset on his terms, and now Condom Freaks has to actually reset there, so will lose out on the Dragon despite the fact they got the favorable play.
Yeah.
ตอนแรกคิดว่าหลิซินจะไปแย่งมังกรนะเพราะว่ามีแฟดไงอาจจะแบบโซนิกเวฟไปแล้วไปแปะแล้วไปลาดอะไรอย่างงี้แล้วก็ค่อยแฟดออกมาจากบอลสรุปปล่อยเฉยเลย
Tech Rift, which, you know, Ox, I expected you to pay more attention and deny this for us.
There was a fight happening as it...
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. It was after the fight.
I blame you for this.
And now we get Mega Blast Cones, which are great.
Yep. I know how much you love them.
I mean, honestly, Mega Blast Cones might be better than regular ones. Because the regular ones are 90% of the time used to just disengage and deny action. I don't know why. Well, he's just clearing the wave, okay, I guess. But the Mega ones you can actually use to really put yourself in there.
Oh, really put yourself out of that.
Yeah, but you were probably going to get away with the regular one anyway, so it doesn't really change the getaway part.
Oh, and we'll see the replay. Quantum, the one leading the play here with the handshake. And then they just connect on everything. You can see everything done to try and possibly avoid the damage, avoiding the ult for the Monada, but it's just not enough. Once that first handshake came in, Henna was kind of just on a timer, and Quantum Freaks really did everything they needed to make that play work. Another one missed.
That one was blind!
Lee Sin's always blind!
Yeah, it's true. Alright, this is something I definitely do not want to see.
Oh no, we should really watch this. Whoa, look at this! You know, Dudu's Kennick, the shield's dropping a little bit. I think it's got about half left.
It's like not even dropping. Oh boy.
Yeah.
He's feeling pretty good. I really sold FearX as this, you know, overly aggressive, kind of crazy off the rails team, and
you lied.
16 minutes in, they have 0 kills. Yeah. 2 kills in the game. What happened?
I just wonder how much of it's down to like the composition not being as facilitative. You know what? I'm not gonna try.
Yeah.
Not facilitating aggression. So, that cue. Oh.
Yeah.
เมื่อกี้เนี่ยโอเลน่าแฟดช้ากว่านี้นิดนึงนะน่าจะโดนเตะเข้ามา
So that's still a good play. I feel like again Cuz could go for some flash plays, but no need to overforce it. Getting summoners, getting flashes down, still gonna be worth.
There's like a brief window where if you're like really expecting it, you can follow that up with a flash. But I think because fast on the Woodhop, not super fast to follow up, but being the flash on the Orianna definitely valuable. Why are we watching this again? Like, what is the?
Well, look at the rest of the map. Everybody's backing, and okay, this
Let's
is better.
Let's watch Cuz kill
better.
Grump, you know, this is a real battle. Look at the health drop, right? Cuz is losing health, the Grump's losing health, the Grump ran out. Something happened. Now let's just watch Udia kill minions.
Yeah. I think Bulldog is a more fair.
No, don't. What are we? Okay. I just remember there was a play. I think it was before the break where they like kicked an Udia back in that same spot and did like 17 damage to him total, including.
คือตอนนี้ถ้าจะเอาอูเดียลงนี้อาจจะต้องใช้3คนคุณผู้ฟังถ้าเกิดคนเดียวนี่คิดว่าไม่น่าตายอ่ะเพราะว่ายังไงมันก็มีท่าวิ่งเร็วอยู่แล้วแล้วเลือดมันโคตรถึกเลยนะอูเดีย
Look for kick plays.
Yeah, kicking Udia, not so hot.
Yeah. Man, imagine if he hit that Q in the top lane. Could have been fed.
Yep.
Might have had a different game. Maybe more action. An extra number on the board.
Uh-oh.
Bulldog's in a little bit of trouble here, but
he's got the blast code.
Thankfully, that's there to save him.
Yep.
Deny us any fun.
47 seconds on the dragon. It is a Chemtech dragon though. There's a decent amount of champions, particularly on FearX's side, who appreciate the heal and shield power. Emilio, the Orianna, even the Udyr, honestly.
We're watching this again. I saw Claire's health go down a little bit. Bull's getting in there once again. Looking for the bailout. He's just going to heal away. They don't really use too much of anything except their secondary summoners, but Bull takes a whole...
โอ้เทรดกันตะกี้ลูเซียนเลือดแทบไม่ลดละ
And, you know, they might just be able to take this mid-tier 1. Oh,
Quantum trying to throw this out. That's going to be 2 ults that go down pretty much for nothing.
I mean, that just surely means Drake for FearX, right? Took mid-tier 1, enemy bot lane is chunked. A lot of powerful ults down for Quandar Freaks. I think they just go Dragon here and pick that one up. Not sure Quandar Freaks really in a position to contest this.
Yeah.
And remember, because it's Chemtech, you get the extra nice fruits.
Yes, the friendly fruits.
อันนี้น่าจะได้นะดีซินน่าจะปล่อยเพราะว่าใกล้ตายแล้วอ่ะน่าจะปล่อยเฮ้ยแย่งเหรอเฮ้ยทางเยอะใส่ยิงแน่สู้ละ
Contest this. We got TPs coming in from both the top laners, and it's stolen by Cuz. Bulldog as well, getting to the back line. He is alone though, has to flash away. Meanwhile, in the front, Udyr's pretending to die, but he will not. He's just gonna run away, and then. Wait, okay, Dudu got a little bit too close to the sun here. It looks like he has run to his doom. Maybe trying to save the Rift Herald or something, and he does go down.
เหมือนแคสเซนตี้วิ่งไปคนละทางนะถ้าเกิดวิ่งมาอีกทางหนึ่งน่าจะรอดอยู่
You know, Dragons appeared pretty big because they do lose one member, but not a huge deal. I feel like that fight was a bit of a
แต่
win.
ว่าถือว่าไม่แย่นะเพราะว่า KDF ไอ้ดีซินของ KDF แย่งมังกรไปได้ไงก็เลยไม่ได้ขาดทุนอะไรต่อให้แคสเซนตี้ตายก็ไม่แย่
See the replay coming out here, so the steal's great from Kuz, without doubt. And then look at Bulldog, ults Orianna, and then it's like, wait a minute, I don't want to be here. And immediately dips out.
And then Dudu's like, no, we got it, guys.
Guys, my ult's running. I'm going all out. And then he is all out.
Of health.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely some interesting decisions from the Quantum Freak solo laners on that play. But now, looking to just pick up this tier 1 top, and FearX are going to rotate over, but aren't really in position to protect it. The Croaks, though, they're also not in position to
Yeah, because stole that away underneath the nose of the Orianna ball.
I don't think the wall has a nose.
I mean, it might. You don't know that. Have you ever seen the ball up close?
It looks pretty spherical, you know.
It might be a small nose. You don't know that.
Okay.
Bulldog has built a Lichbane.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing.
Why does this build come into the forefront? Like, why is this the build now?
Pretty sure it's to do with changes they did with Azir and his soldiers and stuff like that. The same reason why we've seen, like, I mean, oh,
He's pressed his R button.
okay.
Quantum built log.
I feel like we've had the
He's fine.
most dissatisfying cullings so far. It's kind of just
In round
like,
1, yeah.
just being harassment and then nothing really beyond that.
I do like how he's pressing his buttons. I think a lot of the time.
ดูแล้วเขาน่าจะรอสู้กันอีกทีตอนมังกรตัวหน้าแล้วผมฟัง เหมือนตอนนี้เหมือนต่างทีมต่างฟาร์ม
See Nash's rush so much, and the reason you don't see the Andres as much is because they changed it. So you know the soldier auto applies the on-hit effect. Do you know how Azir
มังกรตัวหน้าก็อีก2 นาทีนั่นแหละ
Yeah.
it actually applies it partially on the first target, which is kind of why you sometimes see this Lichbane if you got a more bursty build. But it does, you know, like obviously it's a stronger build right now, but one of the issues is it does delay a lot of your other items. Because let's say Bulldog wants to go Rabadons, wants to go Leandries, wants to go Void Staff and Crypt Balloon. Like that'll be, you know, once he's got that, that's kind of like his full build. But it means you're a long way away from those, and cutting through the likes of an Udyr once he gets Kenneguken is going to be difficult.
Just keep looking at the bot lane and the tanks. This is like ruining me today.
They're just really taking no damage.
Why are we
Like-
watching this?
They can't even break through each other's shields.
Clear has literally 100% HP.
And you know what? Dudu has not ulted Clear once. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
saying
probably
he
for the
should.
best.
I'm not saying he should. I'm just saying it really sets the stage for how this lane is going. It's not. It's at a complete standstill. Neither of them can damage each other. And you know, fair play, they're getting grasp stacks. So maybe that's what we're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. They're getting something at least.
โอเคมังกรเกิดแล้วจะได้สู้กันต่อ
Kind of clearing waves. I mean, Quantum Freaks, I would expect this from them. But you said it kind of at the beginning of the game. It's like, well, you know, Ferex, they do have some decent scaling within this composition. Maybe they'll just kind of wait it out. And, you know, even though Closer bought a Storm Surge, still, I mean, they are just waiting it out. Not really making any big maneuvers towards the objectives outside of some of the
I'm not a big
breaks.
fan of the Storm Surge, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it obviously adds burst, but the item got nerfed again. And I think Orianna already does enough damage without Storm Surge. I really don't think you're struggling to deal damage to the squishy targets. And Storm Surge is just objectively useless against the Cassante.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
What?
กลายเป็นโดนเทเลโดนขัดเฉย
We lost Ox. He's gone.
He's just right there. He's right next to you.
Right there.
He was on vision. You can see it. Look, you can.
Oh, blocked him. Uh-oh. He's in some trouble. Cuz has sent his body in there to try to, well, bodyguard, I suppose.
Oh, Clay's gonna have to walk down.
Yeah, and dude is just gonna TP. Maybe he won't. I mean, he probably will at this point. Both these teams do want to fight over this.
ซิงเฉาโดนอาเซียโซนแบบเลือดหายไปครึ่งหลอดแล้วอะไม่ทันเริ่มไฟนะ
Execute as Dudu doesn't seem to care because he is Cassante. And the damage is there. All the stakes are in the dragon, and down it will go. So, Quantum Freaks, second Chemtech Drake. That was Chemtech's sole point.
I feel like the problem with Kanik Rukin is it just makes it so hard to actually read when someone with it is
ตอนแรกคิดว่าซิงเฉาจะไปเข้าไปใกล้ไปร้านนะคุณผู้ฟังแบบโลโก้เขาที่แฟดออกมาอะไรเงี้ยกลายเป็นว่าปล่อยเฉยเลย
far hard to read.
Yeah.
Probably both.
There's a lot of things I can't tell about this game.
Like,
right
you have
now.
to look at the top left. He's not full health there.
Oh.
Looks like he's full health. Oh, they're just starting Baron.
Yeah. I like this.
เฮ้ยอย่างนี้เผลอๆเอาได้นะเนี่ยน่าจะเอาได้ถ้าเกิดไวพอเพราะว่าฝั่ง KDF ยังอยู่ไกลอยู่เลยอะ
He's trying to get in. He's in range now, and Clear is going to try to push him away. As now they try to turn. Immediate Zonius comes out from the side of Bulldog. He's in trouble, has to flash, but he gets a big sweep, and behind him is Cuz and the 3-man. Knock him with the kick is massive from Cuz. He gets the perfect angle behind the team.
สรุปคือโดนเล่นตะของฝั่ง KDF ลงควันแบบประมาณ 3-4 ตัวเมื่อกี้คือกลายเป็นว่าแพ้ไฟไปเลย
All the time in the world.
คือถ้าไม่โดนเล่นตะลงควันเมื่อกี้ยังพอสู้ได้นะแต่พอเจอก็คือเรียบร้อย
Little break to get a cup of tea, wander around, visit top lane, and then come in to land that kick. You saw them all try to jump on Bulldog, but that was a very high value Seeker's Arm Guard.
เนี่ยเหมือนเล่นตะลงควันโดนประมาณ 3-4 ตัว
They stop hitting the Baron, but great timing from Bulldog on the stopwatch to avoid the knockup from Zinzao, and then the flash in.
อ๋อก็คือเล่นตะกดอันติแล้วก็แฟดใส่หน้ามันก็เลยหลบไม่ได้
Yeah.
เพราะว่าอีอันติของเล่นตะมันกว้างอยู่นะคุณผู้ฟัง
Like, this guy got 100 in geometry class. Like, that could not have been a more perfect angle. Queued onto the Baron, jumped the wall, flashed for the angle, and kicked 3 of them. And that wins them the fight.
I really thought the Baron would go down quicker. It was so slow. I mean, I know Lucian's not like a huge DPS carry.
Maybe it's because Closer built Storm Surge. Ooh, that was cool. Willer's gonna press his R button. They're getting in there, and he gets swept up into the bin, and Bulldog is gonna help out with that one as Cuz is going to go a bit too far as now Quantum Freaks have gone off the rails.
What are they?
They're just sending it into the team. And that's another knockup coming up. It's only Execute there with very low health. And honestly, I think that Callista, given enough time, should be able to deal with this Udyr. And there it is. Gets the Rend, a massive chunk of damage. And he can't press
น่าจะจบแล้วแหละ
I remember at the start of the game, you said one of these teams was really aggressive.
Yeah, it was Kwangdong.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That was the one you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
But Kwangdong not hesitating at all. Diving under the tower there, taking out FearX. A little bit scrappy, a little bit messy, but it appears not to matter. And
I feel like they were just so hyped by this handshake. They're like, we gotta send it now.
This has to mean something. Quantum coming in as a sub.
แต่นี่จังหวะดีหลายรอบไปเรียนตาคนนี้คุณผู้ฟังคือมัน cancel animation ได้หลายรอบแล้วกับอีท่า handshake
It's my favorite game of Blast Cone ever.
Yeah. It does end up putting them in a little bit of a difficult position. And I think this is a great opportunity to just highlight the K'Sante things. He just walks through the tower. I'm not sure his health bar really even moves. He ults. That's the biggest. You know who deals the most damage to K'Sante? Himself when he ults. That's the only time you really see his health bar move.
It's true. And the turret, you know, did fire 6 shots into him, maybe more. But yeah, no, I agree. Quantum is just like, yeah, you know, you heard that Bull was pretty good at Callista. Well, you know what goes well with that is my Renato. Let me show you a thing or two.
Is Challengers just cracked? That's the question.
I mean, the meme for a couple of years was that LCK Challengers was the best league in the world. Because you had players coming up and they would just be like, who the hell is this guy? Like, why is he so good? And they would win games and it was crazy.
I just love how completely unconvinced.
We had the COVID times that they had to like sub in and they were like amazing. We're like, what the hell?
I just love how unconvinced. Oh, whoa.
Huzz! Oh God, okay. They really do not like Closer. I don't know what he said to them, but he's gonna get K'Sante immediately. The two of them are just behind enemy lines, killing the Orianna. Doesn't matter what items you build, you're not gonna live through that, as that is Kwangdong Freaks putting the nail in the coffin.
อ้าวใครเป็นชนะไปเฉยจบแล้ว
And 5 for Kwangdong Freak.
แต่ว่าจบแล้วว่าตะกี้เบิร์ดสวยอยู่
On this one, finding backline access, so well played. Like I feel like sometimes you really struggle in the late game to make the same sort of plays you make on Elite earlier on. Not cause he kind of just wanders in.
โอเคเรียบร้อย
Yeah, here I am, 1-0 to Kwangdong Freaks. The sub